Hello y'all, Shaniqua is here. What is up? Now, my last video where I talked about how my mother was missing for a while and I haven't heard from her. Finally, after I would say maybe 4 or 5 days after I made the last video, I finally was able to get in touch with her. Finally. What happened was, in order for this to happen, I wish it was better circumstances how I got in contact with her, but there was a death in the family. So that brought her out from wherever she was hiding, and she was able to finally get in contact with me. Turns out she was at the guy's house, her boyfriend's house. Anyway, if you watched the last video, then you know why I'm not too thrilled about that, but her choice, whatever. But what had happened with the death in the family is that my cousin's dad is the one that died. And he supposedly died from a drug overdose of a drug that he has never touched before in his life, has been 100% completely against his whole entire life, has gotten into fights with people who have done this drug, and just 100% totally against it, and all of a sudden he dies from the exact same thing that he's fighting to prevent. And the drug that it was heroin. He died of a heroin overdose. The reason why he was so against this drug, like I am, all of the heavy drugs, no. Keep those away from me. Don't want them. Don't want nothing to do with them. Most of my family is on them, and it ripped my family apart, so that's why I hate them. So, yeah. But his best friend died from that. So he's been against it. And all of a sudden he dies from it. So, there's a few people in my family that suspect that that someone wanted him gone. That he was pretty much murdered while he was sleeping, and someone shot him up with a bunch of heroin. Even his mother thinks that. So, we don't know though. And I guess we will never know. The coroner has ruled it an overdose, and no one's going to look into it. Which, you know, it's just crazy. So that brought her out of the woodwork. And I went down, I was like, my mom has to know about this. So, went down to her boyfriend's house, was pounding on the door, knocking. No one answered, which was making me even more concerned. If you saw my last video, know how long she was missing for, and how long I haven't had contact with her. I was like, great, he's not answering the door. This situation's going on in the family, and I have not seen my mother in this long. What's going on? So, I find his number, my mom's boyfriend's number, and I text him, and I'm like, look, what exactly did I say? Oh, I have a new camera, by the way, and I'll get into that story in a minute. That was a pain in the motherfucking ass to get this camera. But, I said this. This is Shaniqua. Please have my mother call me ASAP. It's a family emergency. I tried knocking on the door, no one answered. Then I get this weird text message from a weird number. And I'm like, and it said, come back to the house. We're here. Come back to the house. And I was already on the way home. My phone was dying. And I was like, no, I'm just going to wait until I charge my phone, and then I'll probably go back. What had happened was the reason why I hadn't heard from her in so long, and why they were texting me from a weird number, is because her phone was stolen. His phone was broken, and they had no other way to contact, except for texting through a computer, going on Google Talk, going online and calling and texting through the computer. Which is how they got a hold of me and telling me to come back, which I want to know why they didn't do that sooner, if they knew that I was tripping about where the hell my mom was and everything. Why didn't they do that sooner? You know, it would have saved me a lot of stress, and a lot of conflict, and a lot of hassle if they got into contact with me sooner. Why did they have to wait until someone died for her to come out and finally contact me? But anyway, so she's okay, thank God. Although she's still with him. but still. Next thing is that, like I said, I have a new camera because I was tired of filming on my phone. Because I've had so much struggles with cameras. I've gotten really cool cameras in the past, really nice ones from everything else, and they always ended up getting stolen in the past. Not going to happen this time. No, not happening this time. Not losing my camera again. So I was back to filming on my phone, if you guys didn't know. Every time I would get a text message or a call, the video would mess up and I had to redo everything. So I was tired of that. So I went to the pawn shop I usually go to. And right here, this is the receipt for the return. Went to the pawn shop I usually go to get cameras. They've never let me down before. They had 2 cameras I was interested in. Actually, technically 3. First camera had the night vision mode. Do you guys remember the camera that had the night vision? And I was planning on doing this really cool thing for Halloween this year. Well, the year's almost over, but I had this really cool idea for Halloween, right? Going to haunting that graveyard. No, that was last year. Yeah, it was last year. Going and inspecting graveyards with the night vision and making this cool spooky video for y'all. Well, that camera was stolen. And I found another one at the pawn shop, but the only problem is that it took the mini VHS tapes, not DVDs, not SD cards, but tapes. So there was no way for me to film and get videos off of that to YouTube to you guys. So that was out. I'm like, oh damn. So the next camera, there was 2 of them. They had the DVD rewritables, which I got plenty of those, and I've done videos on those before and uploaded them. They had no charger, and they looked for over a half an hour for a charger, trying to, for both cameras, and they couldn't find one. And they're like, what the hell? We're not supposed to take cameras unless they have a way to charge it, and there's no charge for these cameras. What are we doing? And I'm like, for real, what are you guys doing? Why did you guys take the cameras then? But on top of that, when I first walked into the pawn shop, oh my god, I see the cameras I want. And I'm standing there by the cameras, which is right by the line where people go in to go pawn their stuff. And I'm standing there, and I'm standing there, and I'm standing there. I'm drumming my fingers on the counter, like, hello, come and help me. And I get 2 people's attention, and they're like, we'll be there in a minute. Just let us finish what we're doing. They never come to help me. So I'm standing there and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Going, oh my gosh, it was almost an hour, and I was getting really mad. Finally, the manager is helping somebody close to me and comes up to me and goes, are you going to buy anything, ma'am? And I'm like, yes, I'm right by the cameras. I've been trying to get people to help me. I want to get a camera. She goes, oh, well, okay. And she comes over, we look at the cameras. Like I said, the first camera I wanted only took the VHS tapes. Other cameras had no chargers. So I buy one of those cameras, just to see if I can get a charger. I find a charger at this store that was close to the pawn shop called Batteries Plus Bulbs. I guess they deal with light bulbs and batteries, that's all they really deal with. And so I found a charger there. It cost me $14.99 to get the charger. And what it is it looks like this. It has all the different little things for, like 9 volt, 10 volt, 12 volt, all different sizes. So it's a universal charger. Plugged that into the camera, found the right size, found the right setting, let it charge all night, come down in the morning when I wake up, and it's still charging. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? So I go to turn it on. I plug the charger, see how much battery it has, turn it on, the camera shuts off. It wouldn't even hold a charge. So not only did it not have a charger and it was defective, it wouldn't even hold a charge in the first place. So I had to take it back to the pawn shop, return it with this receipt. As you can see, it says returned items, and there's the signature of the person that sold me it and everything. And then I go to another pawn shop, where then I get my money back. And find a camera that I want there, which is a totally kick-ass camera. I'm gonna tell you, this camera was cool. It didn't have the night vision mode, but it had a lot of internal storage, so I could film a lot and not have to worry about running out of space. But guess what? Guess what, y'all? Guess what? No charger again. So I was like, are you kidding me? She goes, I can send you the camera at a discount and you should go buy a charger at some store. I was like, I went through that already with the last pawn shop that I just now came from. Not doing that again. Bye. And I go to another pawn shop for the third time. And the camera that I originally wanted, also no charger. So it's like, damn. So I get the camera I'm on now. And she sold it to me at a discount price. She sold it to me for $18.49, and it was originally almost $30. Now, I'm not complaining, this camera's cool and all. The only thing I don't like is that it takes batteries. Like, the batteries, like Duracell, Energizer, whatever. You know, it takes batteries. 4 AAA batteries. It doesn't have an internal battery or a battery pack or any of that. So, I'm just like, ugh. But at least I have a camera. Hopefully this camera's going to work the way I want it to. Last time I had a camera that took regular batteries, the sound was muffled on it, and it sounded like shit, pretty much. I was just like, what is wrong with the sound on the camera? So I eventually stopped using that and went back to my phone. Hopefully this camera's going to work fine. I hope. Now, I'm going to say this week wasn't a total loss. We did have a birthday party at my house. Yes, we got down, yes. Everything considered of what's going on. With the death in the family, my mother missing for a while, but she has been found, thank God. And the situation with the camera, and everything. What? Oh yeah, we have more missionaries showing up at our door like almost every damn day. Yeah, they gave me this. Where is it?
Oh, we're using it for weed.
It was over there somewhere. Oh, here it is. Yeah, they gave me this. They want me to read this. We have more missionaries showing up at our door. You know, that's a whole other story in itself. You know, so. But anyway, like I said, the week was not a total loss. There was a birthday party. My sister turned 27, and we got down and partied and had a blast. Yes. And I got her this for her birthday gift. She's obsessed with Nightmare Before Christmas. It's like one of her favorite things besides Invader Zim. Come on out. Give me 1 second, y'all. It is A Nightmare Before Christmas snow globe. And she loves it to death. This is eternal love and everything. It's really awesome. That's what I got her for her birthday. So we did have a little bit of fun this week. So to wrap things up, my mother was found under bad circumstances with a death happening in the family. That's what brought her out. I wish I would have found her on a more happier occasion. Got a new camera, even though it was a hassle and a nightmare trying to find a camera. And it's really not the camera I want, but it's a camera, so I'm thankful for that. And then we had a birthday party a few days ago. So, anyway, this is just an update on everything, I guess. So, I will talk to you guys later. Stay tuned for more videos, and wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Kiss 2016 goodbye and kick it in the ass on the way out the door. That's what I gotta say, because this year sucked. It did. It sucked really bad. Oh my God, this year was a nightmare. So thank God it's over. I'm gonna tell you, when it's New Year's Eve, I'm gonna be partying like a motherfucker. Woo, yes. You know, because this year sucked. Anyway, peace out, y'all. Love y'all. Hugs and kisses.